Welcome, and we're doing the Myimaths Indices 2 task. We're going to do question 1 and 2. Question 1 is very straightforward. Remember the law of indices. If you've got a negative index power, you can write it as a denominator. Remember to move the minus. So this will be 1 over 3 squared. Let's move that as a denominator and remove the minus. 1 over x squared. 1 over y to the power of 4. 1 over 8 to the power of 7. And 1 over z to the power of 7. This is just the other way around. We're going now this way. So if you want to write the denominator as a normal index, keep it the same, but you need to add the little minus there. Remember, if there is nothing, if there is no index, you can always put a 1, because anything to the power of 1 is the same. So the u will be to the power of minus 1, and v to the power of minus 9. This one again, same thing. We write it below the line, but this time they want us to work out the numerical answer, as they call it. So remember, the powers of 4 is 4 to the power of 1 is 4. 4 squared will be 4 times 4 is 16. 4 cubed will be 16 times 4, which is 64. So 4 to the power of 4 is 256, I believe. If we double that and double it again. So the final answer here is 1 over 256. Same one here. 1 over 5 squared. 5 squared, of course, 25. And there is all the correct answers entered in. Let's go to question 2. Right, starting with question 2. Remember, if there's nothing in front of an x, we can always imagine there's a 1. So the big numbers, we just do it as normal. 8 times 1 will give us 8. And remember, the first rule of indices, if the base numbers are the same and we're multiplying, we add the indices. So in this case, it will be 6 plus 9, 15. Here, 5 times 9, 45. And then here we have 7 plus minus 2. Okay. Plus and minus causes a minus, so that is the same as 7 minus 2, which will give us 5. This is the same, just with the division. So 8 divided by 2 is 4. And then the second rule, of course, indices, if we are dividing, we need to subtract the indices. So this will be 7 minus 2 is 5. Same here, 12 divided by 3 is 4. And then 5 minus 7 give us a negative 2. Don't forget the minus. Okay, next one. Remember the next rule of indices. If we got a power to a power, we multiply them together. But important thing here to remember is, let me do it over here. We got 3m to the power of 4 squared. Everything in the bracket is being squared. Means you need to square the 3, and we got a power to a power. We need to multiply it together. So 3 squared, 3 times 3 is 9, and 4 times 2 is 8. So this will be 9 to the power of 8. Next one here, same thing. We got 3n cubed. Okay, everything inside the bracket is being cubed. You can also imagine there's a 1. 1 times 3 is 3. Okay, and then 3 to the power of 3 is 3 times 3. So 3 cubed, of course, is 27. 3 times 3 times 3. And this 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, so you keep the 3, you keep the cube. Yeah, that's how it goes. Okay, let's move to the right. This is similar to the previous side, it's just more to it. Okay, let's first do the big numbers. Use the highlighter. The 18, the 16, and the 12. That of course will be 18 times 16 divided by 12. You can do this with a calculator if you want. Or, yeah, just save time. Use the calculator. That gives us 24. Then, let's change color here. We need to deal with the indices. Okay, so let's do this in red. So we got the 4 and the 12, and that is the first rule. With the indices, we need to add them. So 4 plus 12. And then it's being divided, and there's a 7, so then we need to subtract the 7. Okay, so what will this 4 plus 12 being 16 minus 7 is 9. Okay, then we pick up things a bit more here. This one, okay, let's write it over here. So we got 2s squared to the power of 5 times 2s to the power of 4 minus 2. Let's first deal with the bracket. So remember, everything inside the bracket is to the power of 5. So we do 1 times 5 is 5, and 2 times 5 is 10. Here we got 2 to the power of minus 2, and 4 times minus 2 is minus 8. Okay, so now we can deal with the indices. We don't have to calculate this, we can just deal with the same base numbers. Okay, so we're going to deal with this one and this one, because they got the same base numbers, they go together. So we can say this is 2 to the power of 5, because it's times we need to add, but there's a minus 2. So that really is the same as 5 minus 2. Okay, then we can deal with these ones, because they have the same base number. Okay, so that will be s, again 10, because it's times, we add, but there's a minus 8. So you could say it's the same as 10 minus 8. So 2 to the power of 5 minus 2 is 2 cubed, and s 10 minus 8 is 2, of course. Now we know 2 cubed, 2 times 2 times 2, 8, and that stays the same. Right, bit of a longer process, just do it slowly, step by step, and you'll get it right. Let's do the last one. We got 10 t to the power of 5 times 4t cubed squared over 10t cubed. Okay, let's just sort out the brackets first. So I'm going to leave the first one the same, and we're going to do 4, remember there's a 1, so this is 4 squared, yeah, so 4 to the power, you could say it like that, is 4 squared, which of course is 16, so that would be 16, and then t power to a power, that would be 6, and then that's divided by 10. Okay, let's break it up again. Let's just do the numbers first. Okay, and this is a bit silly because you do 10 times 16 divided by 10. So you cannot do one thing with 16 and then you do the opposite. Okay, so it just gets you back to 16, doesn't it? Okay, so the number will be 16. Then let's deal with the powers. Okay, of course I forgot the t cubed, forgot to copy it. Okay, let's deal with the powers. So we have the t to the power of 5, 6, and 3. Now when we multiply, it means we need to add the 5 and the 6, and then when we divide that, we need to subtract the 3. So 5 plus 6 is 11, minus 3 is 8. So that's the final answer here, of course, 16 t to the power of 8. Let's see if we're correct. And let's click the mark it button. Full mark. You can do this. Goodbye.